Last time on Lawful Stupid. Okay, so you arrive at the laboratory. I'm so glad you could make it.
The dragon scale that I touched, I didn't seem normal.
He reaches into his bag and he pulls out the red one and he hands it to you. It begins to glow once again. I just don't know what this is. This is new to me.
Hey, Will, can you make Eshy come out of the pen so he can stop talking?
Ashley, come on out here and show yourself to this nerd.
Eshuma begins to materialize. The scale begins to flicker once more.
Miss B's gonna, pinch the bridge of her nose.
Doctor, fix Miss B!
Where did this come from?
To dumb it down, I picked up the pen.
We need to find the other scales.
Hi, Misery.
Misery's voice changes. No time now. Follow me. I want you all to listen to me, and listen closely. Something is going on here, and I think it has something to do with you three. The dragon scales are a must. We need to find those first. Go to the tower if you get a chance. Sooner than later. What did Dr. Enoch tell you? She turns you around to face her, and you remember this. Look back, but don't turn around.
Look over your shoulder kind of thing. That's what...
Do you do that?
Yeah, look over your shoulder, yeah.
You look over your shoulder, and you see in the far, far distance, it is extremely tall, white tower reaching up into the clouds. And you see behind you this large white tower going up into the clouds. Miss B.
Miss B turns around what?
Did you see it?
Yes. What? How's... She turns around proper, to face the tower where she saw it without looking over her shoulder.
You see nothing but green, beautiful pastures and open blue skies.
How is that there? It's not there now.
She leans in real close, to draw you in.
Yes. Miss B will lean down because I'm pretty sure she's taller than Misery.
Yes. She says, magic.
Obviously.
I don't know what else to tell you. That's just
That's
how...
pretty much the long and short of it.
He lets those he wants to find him, but that's how they find him.
How does one travel there if you can't head towards it?
Oh, you can head towards it.
You gotta look over your shoulder, turn around and walk for a while, then turn your back, look over your shoulder, make sure you're going in the right direction, head towards that way for a while.
Or you're the backwards walking man stunning people.
I did not
That's
mean
tough.
for this to be bad. But
You can backwards talk the talk, but can you backwards walk the walk?
You better if you want to get to that tower, but seriously, that's how you do it. It sounds ridiculous.
You're not saying walk backwards. You're saying my thing.
Walk backwards.
Where you would look over your shoulder and then you'd walk forwards a little bit.
The tower is approximately a day's journey behind you. Whichever way you look.
At all times?
At all times. No. If you begin to walk, it is approximately a day's journey behind you. It will always appear behind you. And if you continue walking backwards, you will reach it eventually. If you turn around to face it, the moment you do, it is now moved.
About a day's journey behind you.
So what if I walk backwards to see it over my shoulder, right?
Perfect.
But then I decide to stop and then continue my day moving forwards. Can I still continue back where I started and continue walking
Where
backwards?
you left off?
Yeah.
If you
Can I
turn,
get within 3 steps and then turn around and walk forwards and then save that state? So if I need to get there quickly, I can turn around.
there is no quick save.
So I have to walk a whole day backwards.
No matter what. Can I sprint backwards?
You can run as fast as you can backwards.
I have 40 feet of movement. It does not specify which direction.
Backwards head turn.
Good point.
I can take the dash action backwards 80 feet in 6 seconds. I could eat those miles up.
You said I believe in you.
I'm just saying. I'm going right now. I'll catch you.
And then a group of students begins to walk toward your group, and she kind of says, "Good luck. I'll be here. Don't bring anything of this up when you come back. We mustn't talk about it for a while. I don't know who might be watching."
Good night. I think Devin has to think about the repercussions of her conversation before we talk about it again.
Okay.
I guess Miss B will just kind of lead her boys around the garden so that they can talk without being around anybody.
All I'm saying is I can make that trip in half a day, and I want answers.
How would we explain our absence from the KNG? They expect us to
They said they encouraged us to go do side missions. Well, we went to go follow up a lead. Turned out it was a wild goose chase. Now we're back.
We still have to file the paperwork.
Well, I've never done that in my life. I'm never going to.
You're lucky that I'm here.
That hasn't started.
That sounds like a real you problem.
That sounds like a Mrs. B problem.
That sounds like so my job is to get there very fast. Your job is to do the paper.
You guys know what I think. I fucking hate this place.
I mean, maybe we go live at this tower now, right? Like, it seems very,
and
very,
never
very
come back.
safe. I watched those smiley sleepers for a while, and you know what they never did? Moonwalk. So probably be safe.
You know
there.
what? We found a weakness. Good point.
That's how you
safe
get
in
into
the
the
team.
bubble.
In the backwards tub. Has anybody tried to walk backwards into the bubble? I bet they fucking
I
haven't.
doubt it. It seems like something they overlooked.
Yeah. Now
You're quite
we're just burning through these mysteries, Devin. You're just mad we got it so fast.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's bullshit, and I don't like that Misery is a double agent with out an organized name. She just serves the man. Fuck that.
Even though her loyalties seem to align with our own more in the scenario, I too refuse to trust a double agent.
Yeah, it seems. I don't like it.
Because, like, if you'd betray them, why wouldn't you betray me?
If there's going to be one double agent, it's going to be me.
Yeah, and I might be a triple agent. I might be a quadruple agent by the time
You
I'm
can't
done.
see. I'm not sure that you remember which side you're
Look,
on.
hey. Well, you can see what's the Roman numerals on my patch say? It says 3. I'm a triple agent.
He does have a point. It's kind of cute.
No.
It's kind of cute.
Okay. All right. It's hard to be mad at the favorite child, right? Like the kind of dumb one that you like a lot because they're always cute. Yeah, it makes sense.
Once again, kinda. Hey, I'm running backwards. Bye.
Why don't we
Bye.
collect as much as we can about the dragon scale information before we go? Have
Yeah, I
everything
know.
that the
You-
KNG
remember that-
has on it?
Remember that part where you talked about going to a library?
Yes.
We already know more than the top
Go right
KNG
ahead.
scientists.
I want the files, the mission status of all the things that the agent's done to get those 3. Maybe you
Miss
could
B,
help
you
us
can
hint
tell-
out at the rest of them.
Miss B, if the real reason that you don't want to go is because you get headaches anytime anybody talks about things that are relevant to the main plot of the story, then that's fine. We'll go without you. But
Miss
if you
B's
want
gonna
to come,
die.
yeah, if we leave you alone, you will die instantly. That's true.
Yeah, the statue demons will get you. Hey, no, for real. I think it's a good idea that Miss B, you go to the library, figure out whatever information you think we need to have going into the scary mumbo jumbo that we're doing. I've got some leads I'm going to follow up on. Lucian, you can babysit your mama or walk backwards to the tower. But you should probably wait on us for the tower bit.
How long is it going to take you to get the information that you need, do you think, Miss B?
Yeah, I think so. What we're going to do is this is going to kind of be like a mini downtime thing where you're all kind of going off to do your own thing. So if you want to seek out information, this is your chance. Kind of where you're kind of, if I'm understanding, you guys are splitting up to go find an avenue for more information or gather whatever it is. Correct.
So, yes, I think that we three-pronged approach it. This is what I think has got Chainsaw, not Lucian, the boy idiot. I think that William is using his contacts, and I think he's using his relationships and his prowess with people to try to get some information. I think Ms. B is doing it the hard way at the library, studying and becoming actually proficient and knowledgeable. And I think that Lucian is trying to find is consulting with other priests and clergymen, trying to find like the religious answer here as like the dragons and what that means from like a organized religion, scripture. How does this play to the big picture standpoint? And I think that if we go those three ways, then by the time that we're done, we should know more than anybody about these dragons. What say you, my fellow podcasters, teammates, and friends?
I'll admit I zoned out for part of it, but it sounds good from the part I did hear.
Super duper fair. Dwayne, did you listen to any of the words that I said?
Boring thing. And then I heard Miss B goes to the library, boring thing.
That was the thing that stuck out as interesting was Miss B goes to the library by herself. Okay, fuck. I guess what I said was boring. That's the highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go fuck myself, and you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. I didn't realize we were getting to that type of podcasting.
Spicy time.
No.
Guess that's fine. Okay.
This is how it feels to be me, Shane.
Is it?
All the time.
Jesus.
No, I'm good with that. That's what I was alluding to.
Tell me what he said. Tell me what he said.
The Miss B goes to the library. William uses his contacts to
Dang it, you got it.
gather more information. You want to keep doing this game? Yeah. I didn't zone out.
No, I zoned out during missions. That's where I will admit I zoned out.
She goes to the library.
She was maintaining interest long enough to hear about her part, and then decided she didn't care.
As it was slowly fading out as we talked about Williams. No, that makes sense.
Rock and roll. Yeah, she was basically on standby mode, listening for a keyword. The keyword was Miss B.
All right, so you guys can do that, and any we can do ladies first because I'm a respectable gentleman.
Do you want to roleplay these scenes? Is that what you're saying, Devin?
Yeah, let's hear about this library.
Yeah, I'll go back to the library again.
Yeah. We're doing a role play of all three of these scenes.
Here we go.
Okay.
So, Miss B, you head back into the school, back down into the depths of the school, and are able to make your way to the pretty sizable library that is positioned here, K&G headquarters.
Sweet. I'm going to go where I wasn't allowed to go before. Because that seems like a good spot.
Yes, and so the K&G has these 5 different levels that coincide with the level that you were given as a K&G agent. And so 1, 2, 3 obviously is the 1, 2, 3 floors. The 4th level is for the X, which is level 5, and the high floors. And you can tell there's a lot less books, really, even from the bottom floor. But that is for the level 10 or the X, or excuse me, it was the V and then the X ranked members.
Cool beans. Yeah, so I'm just going to start at level 3 because I feel like that's where I might be able to find something. And then if I see anyone heading up to level 4, I might flag them down and be like, hey, important person.
Yeah, and I will say, what are you intentionally trying to look for here? What is your intent while you peruse?
Just any information about the dragons, dragon scales, or even if I can get a hold of, like, past reports. I don't know if that'd be in the library. I feel like it would be, but I don't know. If they need the information available to their agents about things, then it should be a good spot.
Roll a history check for me. Or no, it wouldn't be that. It would be if I'm trying to like give her some level of introduction based on like what she's looking for based on a role. Is that
the way that I would play this scenario, and Dwayne, I think you would probably play it the same way, would be an investigation check to try to find the most relevant materials.
Yes, okay.
And then it would just be time it would take to consume those materials. So based on how she does on the investigation check, you can do it a few different ways. And this is just DM talk for a second. If it's like a MacGuffin kind of situation where you determine that she really should find out more or less the answer for you and narratively, then you make the DC determine how quickly she's able to determine it. If it's something
it's not if, but how long?
Yeah, it could be one. Or if you want to do like if you have multiple levels of information prepared, then you can set how much she learns on DC. So you can either gate it by time, and that determines how good the roll is, or you can do it by quality or quantity of information. However, or like if she rolls below a certain threshold, you can give her misinformation if you want to. That's just untrue. That's your call.
You can lie to her.
Let's do it
as the DM.
Let's do it.
All right, investigation.
But it's not going to be any sort of like history or intelligence. Well,
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Intelligence is investigation.
That'll be a 14.
Pretty good.
Oh, hey there. What can I help you find today?
Oh, hey, Kermit the librarian.
And this guy walks up to you,
Frederick.
and you know him for it's Frederick, the librarian. He wears these.
Fucking Avon, you're like the best fucking player
Very
in this
good.
campaign.
I had to pull my notes up again. He wears these black robes, glasses. He's very hunched, but he's very lively. Loves knowledge. He's that's obviously why he is in the position he's in. How is Summer doing?
Oh, she's doing well, and Miss B will just, I don't know, flip her hand around, and I guess Summer will appear on her shoulder because she can bring a familiar in and out. Yeah, she's doing well. Where's Hoppy?
Oh, he's around here somewhere, I'm sure.
If she finds Hoppy at any point, she'll pick him up and return him back to Frederick.
Okay.
Otherwise, I actually came to look for some information. She'll show
you came
her
to the right
new
place.
fancy badge. She'll show her new rank 3 badge and be like, I'm looking for information about the dragons.
And what are you looking for in particular?
Perhaps the dragon scales, any stories. If there's previous reports from past agents that might be around here, or is that somewhere else?
Oh, we do have old reports. If you want to look over here, and it kind of walks you over to a section where it's not so many books that are outlined there, and instead just looks like files that have been put away alphabetically. And he starts rummaging through them in the D's, obviously, and he pulls one out. He says, maybe this
You could have
one
put under S for scale, but she went with D.
Yo, let me put the D one back. Yo, let's look in the S for scales. Let's see S for scales. Stale. Oh, too far. Let's see. Seaweed. Yeah, too far.
Sail, schlong,
Sappy scales. And he says, I don't know, maybe you'll find something here. And he hands it over to you to read.
Does it look like a thick file or a thin file?
It is thick with 2 C's. Just.
Is it a hardback or a softback book?
It's actually.
Yeah, it
it's
depends.
a thick hardback. No, this is a very skimpy file. It's very
It
unimpressive.
started off as a soft back, but it's
Quickly
you just
slowly
stroke
getting
it
harder.
down its spine.
Should have had that be a book.
Right.
There's not much in it. You open it up, and there's like handwriting you can barely read in there.
God,
doctor.
Dr. Ryan.
Yeah, barely read. And it says, scales not found, rumors that they've been moved, sources of great power left behind, remnants of items that have been affected, have been detained and quarantined for further study.
Is there anything that like mentions any magical effects that the scales had? Because I, as Abon, know as a player, dragons with different colors do different things. But I know Miss B doesn't know that. But out of curious, do the area effects greatly magical? But like how?
Oh, okay. You're looking. Let me put that back. And so he puts that file back for you. And again, it's not like locked up or anything. He just he does it to be nice. He says, "Follow me." And he takes you over back to where the books are and pulls out an old book. It's a hardback, pretty thick and for reals this time. And he opens up to a section that kind of has this middle circle with some design on it, and then around that are 6 other circles, and they're all shaped with those like main colors. And you would think, from the scales, they kind of represent the gods with a bigger middle. He says, this is kind of what we've got for, all the little gods and what they represent, and maybe it's got something that you're looking for in here.
I'll take anything.
And so I don't know if there now is something particular you're looking for. We can do another roll.
Yeah, sure. I guess because it relates to the gods and Miss B is not as knowledgeable about them, she'd be like, what kind of magics they have and see if anything seems kind of important there.
Okay. So as you begin to skim through these pages and you're kind of looking at kind of just some of the stories people have written about these gods, and you are going to read the following, and I can add these somewhere else later on, kind of about the generic descriptions of the gods. Hephaestus, and sorry everyone, this is kind of me just ranting for a moment about the gods. So if you're into this, cool. If not, you can skip forward now. Hephaestus. When people think of power, they think of the element of fire. The same power that can cook delicious food in an oven is the same that can destroy entire cities and forests. It comes down to the wielder. Hephaestus is the embodiment of power. His followers can almost be considered zealots, rising to power by using power. Might makes right is their central theme. True followers of Hephaestus can never let a flame extinguish without paying homage to Hephaestus. To do so puts a divide between servant and god. Pagoma. Pagoma can be treacherous, or people can be treacherous. Living among others taints the sanctity of a clan, of a people. In order to thrive, you must know your tribe and stick with that tribe. Pagoma was said to be doubtful of her brothers and sisters, always preferring to be alone. Those dedicated to Pagoma also practice high level of disdain for those outside of their clan. Even other clans who worship Pagoma rarely join together. The exception is the Festival of the Moons. The element of water is chosen by Pagoma. Water can be life-giving or a massive destroyer, just like people. Talam. There could be nothing else if it wasn't for Talam. Without a base, the oceans, trees, light, dark, people, it would mean nothing. Talam loves nature, and her followers follow suit, praying daily and giving thanks for the small things in life. Talam is also a god of grandeur, as evidenced by mountains, volcanoes. She represents might and protection, choosing to avoid conflict if possible. Followers of Talam will also exhibit great patience until the right moment. Chinook, the wily god. Chinook's personality is what made the winds, ever-changing and shifting. Chinook is the goddess of speed. If it wasn't good enough that people should walk on Earth, she thought they should experience the wondrous heights of the heavens, making some races with that variability. Wisdom is another tenet held by the followers of Chinook. Though they are flighty, it is not for a lack of wisdom. Some of the oldest creatures serve Chinook, some forgotten and some hidden. Nova, the oldest of the gods. She is the closest representation to Uni that there is, a peace-loving, justice-providing healer of gods. Her followers often tout themselves as the most important. On the flip side, most followers are extremely humble and servant-minded, willing to help as often as they can, even at their own expense. And then the last entry, Kinos. Another loner as far as the gods go. Perhaps the most closely in a relationship with Pagoma, still seeking to be alone. Kinos is awake when the other gods might be sleeping, keeping watch over the darker places in life. Kinos provides rest in the shadows, but this also provides opportunity for the worst things to happen. Worshippers of Kinos are credited with being liars, thieves, and deviants. Worshippers of Kinos thrive in the dark, whatever that might mean. And so you kind of gain some other insights, but that is the crux of what you get from this book in relation to the gods and what they represent.
Cool beans. I like all that info dump.
I'm doing like a fun little prayers for all the gods right now. Like Talum, give me patience. Chinook, make me swift. Kinos, grant them rest.
Is Chinook a reference to the military helicopter?
It is. It's a helicopter.
I was asking.
My sweet dual rotor baby. I just love the Chinook.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I apologize. I was asking if that's
So-
what he was thinking.
I guess with that general information, trying to guess like which scales are to which gods sound kind of interesting. Because then maybe like those ideals and magics might correlate to what magical effects might happen in those areas.
You're not wrong. I'm not going to give you the answers, but you're not wrong.
Oh, I know. I'm giving you my thoughts.
I love it.
Otherwise, she'll go back to Frederick after like doing all her information gathering, and she'll be like, "Is there anything else that I can have access to?"
Well, not without your level 5. Sorry, I can't let you up there. As much as I want to help, I just... Rules.
I completely understand. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
She'll put everything away, think about it for a second, like look up and be like, but then walk away to go finish up her paperwork for now.
Thank goodness somebody's doing it. One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. William,
Yeah.
over to you, bud.
I probably should have prepared something. No, I'm kidding. I want to go to there's two things I want to do, but I'll just go with the first. William at one point got a little side job, got a little thing he was doing, and I want to go check on the ward.
Like the hospital ward? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the creepy underground ward.
Oh, where they're holding the assets type thing.
And
Where
I had a
the
name
Jeremiah
for that
is.
person. Jeremiah, yes.
So his real name is Jeremiah, but he is...
He introduced me Kane.
Should be Kane.
Yes. Yes, I want to go visit Kane. The person I knew about.
Perfect.
Without issue.
You are able to, you take the elevators down because it's much lower underground, a few levels underground.
Oh.
And you see him there, sort of like twisting his blade on his finger. He's got it like on the floor. He's in that catwalk out. You can see he's in that circular dome. It's the only light that's showing up in this area currently. You make your way out across it. And as you walk by, you have those doors on your left and right. Some have the window painted over. Some are just empty, seemingly empty. And some do have bright lights in them.
I approach Kane and say, I'm here for my rounds.
Oh, yes. It's good to see you again. No, there's been nothing of note that I can tell you. But here is your today's work. And he hands you a clipboard. It's got a list of about like 7 different room numbers you're going to go and check on.
Is KNG 803 on that list?
Yes, it is on this one.
All right, good. So William, dutifully to maintain appearances, goes and does the other 6, and then approaches the girl, the creepy darkness girl, the ring girl.
Yeah. So this is the one that has like immense amounts of light in it, but she's still sitting over in a corner, hands like curled dark. Up, rocking back and forth. Now. Yeah,
if I recall correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, even though she's being fucking sprayed with light, she still has like a dark corner.
Yes, there's still yes, and there's it's like there's light from all directions, but she still has a shadow somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I knock on the cell. It's time for your feeding.
And the thing kind of like tilts its head sideways without letting its hair show. And then back to the other side.
Without letting its hair show or face
like
show?
The hair is a very ring style.
Okay. It's covering her face. Got it.
Yes. Both ways. And then...
You know that creeps me out when you do that, right? You don't have to keep doing it. I already have the heebie-jeebies when you exist, so it's fine.
And she like looks up to like point at a light, and one of them like goes out.
Yeah, don't do that. That's bad. That's creepy. They'll get real upset.
And you see her like begin to almost like where she's standing, but she's bent over her spine, and she stands up, and then her whole body stands up, and like head falls forward.
You know what William does? He like straightens his chest, and his cape billows in the wind. Yeah, 2 of us can do that.
And then she begins to kind of walk over to where you are because the shadow...
Oh, William steps backwards a few steps. You got me. You called my bluff. I'm no longer tough.
Okay, as you get away from the door, you don't know what's going on in there anymore.
I don't leave. I just take a step back because she's walking towards me.
Oh, okay. Well, she's still walking up to the door, and then her visage of her hair being overhead is just staring at the window.
Dear, did you ever give me a name for you? If you did, I forgot it, and I apologize.
She takes a couple steps back, and then quickly throws her face up to the window, and it's smiling and glowing.
Oh, fuck. Hey, do you understand a word I'm saying?
And you see her like screaming, but you can't hear anything.
Blink once for yes, 2 for no.
And it's just like still screaming. And then an alarm starts to go off.
Okay. I didn't do that.
And you hear some people running in, and these people have these other KNG agents presumably have this giant light fixture. It's like as big as the window, and it turns and begins to, and a light beam shoots into this room right at the girl, and she almost shrinks down to a very small size and back to the corner. And they kind of push you out of the way. They open the door, keeping the light on this thing, and they go in and change the light bulb quickly, and then come out and shut that door. And Kane comes over and he goes, "Hey, you can't mess with the assets like that."
I'm not. I'm just having a conversation. Is that not allowed?
No, it's not. You just need to make sure it's there.
The Fed.
And walk away.
Yeah, it's there. That seems like a big job. You got a moment? I got some questions. I got like a homework assignment I've got to knock down here.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, how long has the KNG been around? It's like a history project.
I don't know. I guess a couple 100 years or so.
And you've been around for most of that?
30, 40 years. Not super long. Not like Misery. Misery's been here longer than everybody.
Yeah, it loves company. That makes sense. Okay, well, listen, I'm a little. Yeah, I know I'm new to the place, and the new guy always does the dirty work and doesn't really understand everything. But got some sketch stuff going on there, Chief.
I don't know what I mean. This whole place is full of sketch things.
But like really sketch. Like, you ever been on a train?
Yeah, I don't. You think we'd come up with any other way to? I prefer to just walk back.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm not a big fan of the fortune-telling wall or the fact that it's from like hell.
Fortune-telling wall?
Oh, the wall you walk into and it tells your fortune.
No, I don't know that.
Future-telling wall.
No one's done that.
No, it's weird. It happened to me. Weird. Okay, so
what was your fortune? Maybe I'll try that train next.
Mostly just success.
That's nice.
Curious though, but what are we doing? Because like, 803 is weird, and she's like, when you look at her and she's like, and the face and the teeth and the weirdness. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't sleep some nights.
Yeah, same.
It only took one time.
Yeah, same. What's that whole deal? Because now I've seen them there and out there, and he like motions to the outside world.
So what?
Her creepy fucking face on other people.
Oh, you're talking about the sleepers.
No, I didn't know if you knew. I don't know where we're...
We had a briefing earlier that they've, these things, and so more assets are just getting out. That's what they are to me. Things that shouldn't be here, they're assets. And so we'll treat them as such.
So you don't know much more about the sleepers, or where they came from, or why the K&G is so keen on committing homicide. Genocide, excuse me.
Well, either way, we'll get rid of them.
Do what you gotta do, right?
I think the point is restoring balance. You've heard of the blossoming by now.
Yeah, sure. I've heard that song and dance.
The K&G's interested in figuring out what caused it. How do we undo it? And that's about it. And then until then, we stop weird things from happening all the time.
Hot. Okay. Well, this has been enlightening and somewhat frustrating, Kane, but I suppose that's not your fault.
They put me in a hole, and I just do a good job of making sure nothing gets out of it with me.
Wait, hey, when's the last time you killed your brother?
Oh, man, it's been 5 years now.
You're like due for another one of those, right?
Yes, dude's pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah. If you need help next time around, you just give me a buzz.
If I need help, you're in trouble. That's what I gotta say about that.
Okay, well, it was a friendly gesture. You can just spit on it.
Yeah, no,
fine.
I get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Pretty dangerous.
It's fine. Yeah, well, I saw these fucking creepy things with these teeth, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It can't always a pleasure. It's always somewhat weird too, but hey, I appreciate it.
Join the club. Good to see you again. See you next time.
Always. I want to go back to my room. Fuck this place. This place is creepy as shit. It's a nightmare train all over again.
Okay.
And I want to talk to Eshy on my way out. On my way back to the room.
What was that all about?
I don't fucking know. And I've had it up to fucking here.
Okay.
With people lying to me and not telling me why fucking dragon scales glow when I touch them. First of all, if anything fucking glows when I touch it, I expect a goddamn fucking explanation for it.
Okay, well, calm down a little bit there, bud. We got fiery tempers, but you're letting yours run wild.
I'm perfectly fucking calm, okay? Like, this place is just getting on my last fucking nerve. I've sold my soul to some bullshit devil. There's a fucking old lady who feeds me fucking mind-bending cookies, who works for some man in a tower that you can only see if you bend your neck a certain way. It's all very frustrating out of some storybook bullshit. And actually, I love you, but you don't have any fucking answers for me either. I pissed away a life of luxury for this. What the fuck?
Listen, what are you good at?
Fucking lying.
Playing the game.
Yeah, fuck.
So what will we do?
You know, right now, fuck somebody up. I feel like that's a good option.
Play the game. I don't know what's going on here either. Obviously, there's something that we're all missing. Something we're all going to find out. And it may be too late when we do. But there has to be a breaking point.
It's not comforting.
And she comes out of you into her like physical form in your room. And I think in this room, she's even more of a physical person than she normally is. Because this is kind of all just like the things you have.
If you remember, it's just a mock-up of the inside of the lamp, right?
Yes. And she pours you a glass of your favorite brandy. And she brings it over and she hands it to you. And she says, there's something with that scale. You know it, I know it.
Yeah.
Lucian knows it, and then Miss B, she knows it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Dr. Ryan said we need to find the other ones. So we play the game.
Yeah, you know, a game would be more fun if I had the rules, had all the information, or just to know who I'm playing with, right? I don't have any of that, and it's just a bit fucking frustrating. And William, knowing he's in this room alone, says, I've got a mom with a complex and a little boy for a partner, and right now neither of them are doing me a whole lot of good, and it's very frustrating.
But they have your best interests at heart, and they're in the same predicament as you. Remember that. And there's some reason the KNG needs you 3. So we play the game. Keep your friends close. Keep your potentially enemies closer. And we'll have the upper hand. Now's not the time to lose your cool.
You're just trying to make it fucking worse, aren't you, Veshi?
Listen,
we've been together so long that you don't know how to push my fucking buttons.
Well, I feel like now's probably not the best time.
You know, it's good fucking point. I know what time it is. You know, maybe Mrs. B isn't all bad. She did give me these wonderful slippers.
See, the bright side of things. You have your brandy. It's a little chill in here. You have these nice slippers.
Yeah, my feet are...
That bed looks very comfortable. You're tired. It's just been a long, stressful day.
Yeah. Good point. So he unboxes, or he not unboxes, he pulls out this very nice box that was beautifully gift wrapped by his wonderful friend and compatriot after being like just pissed. And he pulls out these wonderfully crafted slippers and puts one on. It's warm, right? Because it's not the pair, it's warm. It's like, oh, nice, all right. And then he puts on the second one. God, motherfucker! Who the fuck designed these? Mrs. B!
And the sound of squish is accompanied with a burst of flames around William as his body burst into flames. A pillar lifts off of him and around everything.
Steam.
And as he screams out again,
and steam.
Fucking Shane is like just dying. Say the word steam. Fucking say
it doesn't.
Please.
He's already been boiling.
If you're not watching the video, just You gotta see it.
I'm trying to alley-oop Devin so hard. They're the squishy slippers, and it's fire, so they steam.
No, he burned these
they're forever
mothers.
squishy.
So his body completely. So Eshy's like laying down on this couch that's there as William is beginning to relax, and then he burst into flames. And then as the flames reside, nothing on his clothes were burned, but he has this look of shock about him as he looks over to Eshy, and she sits up and she says, I think I remember something. Jump over to Lucian.
Oh, spooky, spooky. So, the the nearest big town is going to be Haven Bay, right?
Yes.
Don't be.
You gonna make him? You gonna make him a boy?
It's funny, man.
It's funny.
It's funny that Devin thought it was so funny.
Zebra.
I don't think it was that funny. I think it's funny that Devin thought it was so funny.
Zebra gets me. All right.
So the nearest big town's like Haven Bay, right?
Yes.
Cool. So
Port Town, as we've talked about, we lifted the hotel, turned it so he could give William a sea view early on.
that would be like the nearest,
Yep.
like big church.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lucian is going to walk into that church. Now, I acknowledge that Lucian looks differently than the last time he may have. Well, not the last time he went to church. Last time that he presented himself as a religious figure. So his clothes are a little altered because the only way I know how to show character growth is by removing a character's sleeves.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's got obviously his sleeveless monk robes with his little collar still, and his hair's down, and he's got a headband over his eyes, and it's very dusty, I imagine, all the time. And he's just gonna walk right in, just gonna walk right into the church, proud as you please, and he's gonna find the nearest priest, and he's just gonna be like, excuse me, brother, I need you to find your bishop for me because I need to confess.
Certainly, brother. Let me grab him.
Thank you.
And these guys are very nondescript, unimpressive. Brown robes, shaved heads, and they all have like a 2 dot, and then below that a 1 dot. So it would make like a triangle shape. So 2 dot, 1 dot. And he goes and grabs another guy, very similar, portly man, and he says, "Good day. How can I help you?"
Good morning, Bishop. I just wish to confess. It's been a while, and, priests confess to bishops. That's how we do. So if you want to, pop on over to
By the gods. And he like touches those things and then does it to you.
Nope, thank you very much.
And let's have a sit.
Do they have, like, confessional booths, or is it just like a...
It's just open seats, like, like every New York movie where they go in and just look up at the thing. But you'll notice, like, there's like a dome shape, and it's what people believe that the gods look like, and it's all of them here. But again, in the middle, there's like this sphere that they're all kind of swimming around or moving around, the 6 figures, and just the sphere in the middle. And he says, What's got you weighted down, brother?
Well, there's just some things that I have to confess to you. I am a part of a secret organization that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Okay.
Yep, not allowed to talk about it. But I've seen some things that I need to confess to you and I need to discuss with you. One thing that...
Well, that stays here. It will take it to those who can bear the burden much better than we can.
I thank you, Bishop. So first of all, hey, the gods used to be dragons. That's nutso, huh? Yeah, and
yes.
I found their scales. Yeah. Don't worry.
You what?
Yeah. Don't worry about that. So yeah, I've seen those. Those are real. Hey, this other thing, my buddy, Eshy. Remember Eshy from the stories? Yeah, she lives in my buddy's fucking pen. Yeah, up there, you see her? She lives in a pen now, and I kick it with her like all the time. It's nutso. Anyway, so she touched the scale, and it lit up like it was freaking a holiday, man. It was... Boo! So that's going on. Hey, the sleepers? You know them?
No.
You're gonna want to skip.
What's a sleep?
No. You'll see. You'll see. Did you read the whole book? Did you skip to the end? I'll tell you later.
What book? I don't.
Anyway, so hey,
Are you okay?
no.
He kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. It's gonna be okay.
Do you ever feel like you're a part of something so big that you can't even see yourself anymore?
I think if you zoom far enough away from our tiny planet, it's almost like the gods could take and just crush that into a piece of paper and throw it into some desolate waste bin. So yeah, I feel pretty insignificant at times.
What if I told you there was something out there bigger than that could fold the gods up like a piece of paper and put them in their waste bin?
I would say now you're off your rocker.
Yeah.
Did you get hit in the head?
No. Hey, what do you know about these dragons, huh?
Well, I mean, everyone knows the dragons are. And where are you from? I see you're dressed as if you're from Taggart, perhaps.
Oh well, I serve the lady
Nova
first and
worshiper?
foremost. Yeah, I serve the lady first and foremost. But I'm here for all of them, you know. And it turns out that all of them used to be dragons. And then, what do you know about the blossoming?
Some people talk about the blossoming. It was a time once the dragons gave magic. Some got sick with the magic. The dragons disappeared, and that's about it. The blossoming happened sometime after the dragons disappeared, and supposedly things are not the same. Strange creatures still show up now, but we don't see them as much as they used to be, I guess. Books talk about some of the strange things that appear. People with multiple arms that aren't supposed to be there.
Fair enough.
But if dragons can exist in the form of gods, it doesn't seem like anything's too crazy.
Sure. Speaking of things that are a little bit outlandish, I really appreciate your time, Bishop, and I just have 2 more questions for you, actually. One, what? And I would really appreciate you being just be a straight shooter with me. And I think as he says that, he maybe takes his blindfold off to look him in the eyes with his glow eyes. Not as an intimidation, but just to really see him in that moment. What do you know about Archbishop Eclectus?
And he looks at you, and then he kind of looks back at that guy who greeted you. What you don't see, and that everyone else in the podcast will see,
Everybody but me. Okay.
is that guy shakes his head slowly no. And he says, I don't think I know that name. Why is it? Why is he important? Or why are they important to you?
So
slip of the tongue for him.
Yeah, so this may be my fault. We haven't talked about it. That's my dad's name.
I know that because yes, but that is your father.
Yes. Okay. So he's the head of our religion. So it would be strange if you didn't know his name.
I'm afraid I don't know. It's just not really ringing a bell. Maybe I've heard of it in a book or something, but
I think I think that makes Lucian a little angry. And I don't know how that manifests itself.
Take a second and think about it.
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Put on your nice comfy slippers.
They're sitting on like a pew, right? Is that?
Yes. Imagine like sitting there up front, and then whatever statues might be up front, painted gold or very elegant, but they're pretty large too. Candles lit all about.
I think that Lucian's gonna like be gripping the edge of the pew very tightly, like white knuckle tight. And I think that unwittingly he's casting like inflict wounds. And I think that there's just this necrotic energy like pouring into the wood, and it's just like beginning to wither and decay and age very rapidly underneath of his fist. And he goes, okay, then I just have one last question. What do you know about his son?
He looks at you and he says, he never had a son. And that's where we're in the episode. Hey everyone. Seems like we're on this kind of groove for finishing the episode. I just want to say, thanks for listening. Picking it up. No, seriously, thanks everyone for listening. What I did not do last episode, and I will lead into right now real quick, after Dwayne talks about his thing, will be a couple reviews that we have.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you go to store.lawfulstupid.org. You can purchase a t-shirt. You can even purchase a mask, which I can't say enough about that mask. Like, I totally get that, like, pandemic's going down or whatever, like, but if you gotta have a mask, like, it's really comfortable.
Don't act like the pandemic isn't just training for how great flu season's gonna be. We're gonna kick flu season's ass.
Facts.
But
this is true.
With Lawful Stupid.
So yeah, I mean, it's you can buy those, and then of course the baseball tees. The baseball tees are so good. We got 2 people wearing them right now. There's 3 actually. My best. I'm the only one not wearing one. Thanks for the text, guys. So
I mean,
you know I
super
don't
soft and
have
comfy.
regular
Get them.
t-shirts and podcasts.
that's true.
I have
That's
the
true. You have
sleeveless
baseball tees
or baseball.
and yeah, and then yeah.
Because that's the only way I can show character growth.
That's true. That's true. That's why Atlas had so much growth.
To show that I've grown as a character.
To show Kristoff's growth.
you're better than me. I don't even wear shirts.
Yeah, no.
My character. So.
Store.lawfulstupid.org.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Check it out.
I have the privilege of reading 3 because I don't know if we read this one, and I'm really glad to get to. This is from GabbyGoo12.
Was that all emojis again?
No. Thank goodness. This is The Horny Ox Did It For Me. Honestly, was on the fence about the 5 stars until the C2 episode with the Horny Ox reference. Well done. Very funny. Thumbs up. It was close. Next one.
I'm still trying to track down that bit because I don't remember it.
I don't know that reference.
I don't.
So,
if you're listening to this episode,
GabbyGoo12.
GabbyGoo12, hit me up and tell me what episode it's in.
Timestamp.
Tweet at us.
Timestamp would be ideal.
us.
Yeah, whatever. Hashtag StupidCast, KristoffShindo@gmail.com, the crew at lawfulstupid.org, Discord.
Yeah, you could pay for a message in a bottle.
Message in a bottle so I can read your answer to me
Yes.
and get paid
I don't
for
know
it. That'd be
what we call it in
great.
this campaign.
What are those things where they used to hang the messages on the poles and the trains would go by and catch them as they went? I don't know what that is. That's what it'll be.
It's
It's on the
It's
website.
called
It's
the
on
welcome packet.
The welcome packet.
Oh,
That's
that's
good.
pretty good.
That's good.
what, so we can get lost and never read?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they go to Devin, and that's why Miss B never gets them.
I did not get a packet.
He's the mail person we're looking for.
Sick burn.
Next one's by
He is all the
Hoopty
NPCs.
Duper. 5 stars. Say so good. Literally the best. Found you all in the middle of C2. Binged all of C1, then C2, then C1. I guess different seasons. Or just did it again. Can't get enough.
I think you did it again.
Aria of Red, 5 stars, I'm obsessed. Everything about this podcast is engaging, heartwarming, heart-wrenching, brings tears of joy and laughter, makes you want to scream shouts of victory and defeat. Everyone involved in creating this podcast gives so much to their community of listeners, and it's so wonderful. I have yet to be annoyed with anything that they have done. Just wait. And if you choose to get more involved in the community, it just gets that
Person's a
much
couple
better.
episodes in.
They love interacting with their listeners. We do. To make the experience that much more personal, 5 stars. Definitely recommend listening. Sideways V, number 3 for a heart. Is there a heart?
Sideways V. I think you mean alligator mouth or less than symbol.
Sideways V. It's a new world chain.
You said what
Whichever
you
makes
said.
you happy.
I said what I said.
Said what you said.
If you want to tell us all the fun, cute things and hear about all the news we like to spread out that happens in the Discord before sometimes it hits the podcast, come check out our Discord at discord.lawfulstupid.org. Because I would like to hear those praises besides in reviews in the Discord. It makes me happy.
Praise me.
It warms my heart. Praise me. Give me all the pennies.
1 million pennies. No, this is the praise episode. Money episode was last time.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
This is just say nice things about us. Give us a review. Or tell me what you rolled in the Discord. You can go to the Discord. You can tell me what you rolled for your Roll for Humanity, your latest game. I'll tell you what I just rolled for Dots RPG. A 12.
Boom. Oh, we rolled 12 last one, too.
Yeah, a couple 12s to round us out. It's not a bad showing, all things told. So yeah, we love Dots RPG, and we appreciate everything they do, and we think it's a cause worthy of supporting, and so that's why we decided to support it this month. You should pick out the cause that means the most to you for you to support with your Rolls for Humanity, and then tell me what you rolled. Cowards.
All right.
The end.
Soft lead in.
The good news story for this week is a 12-year-old graduated high school and college in the same week.
Dwayne.
A 12-year-old in a high school.
No, a 12-year-old, he graduated high school and college in the same week.
High school.
Was working on college while he was working on high
Yeah,
school.
hey, what
and
they
just
don't
finished
tell
it.
you is that there are less than stellar Make-A-Wish Foundation requests.
Fucking hell.
And that was
Fucking hell.
Oh.
That is fantastic, Dwayne. I don't even want to talk anymore. That was the best answer.
Less than stellar. That's
Some
actually
of
what it's
some of these kids suck so bad. They're like, I just want to graduate college. Man, you could have been a superhero. You could have rode in Tony Stark's jet pants, man. You could have done anything.
This episode's brought to you by
They
Jetpants.
showed up as Spider-Man. Like,
You could have done
good
anything.
options.
But you were like, no, I want to graduate from college, but I want to put the work in. So put me through a week-long college course. Because I don't want to feel like it was just given to me.
It's mostly just like a 12-year-old playing beer pong with some douches.
I just don't think it should be surprising to anyone at all that the kid who invented time travel also graduated from Yale. Like, of course he did. This kid's smart as shit. If he's already inventing a time machine so that he can do this kind of shit. It's hell on the time-space continuum. He's leaving holes everywhere. We will pay for that in a few years, but fuck it, man. He did a cool thing. That's cool.
That's future
$80,000 in
problem.
Oh, that's still probably going to be more than that.
Yeah, but don't worry, because he went back. He went back to the
in
year
time and put in
1943 and opened up the
Nathan's
savings
hot dogs.
account with half 0.5% interest and put like $5 in there, and he's just fine now.
See you, nerds.
Eat the rich. Boomers should die. I don't
You
know.
ever heard of Apple?
Oh, gosh. Well,
He did a Biff Tannen and just bet on sporting events.
hey, Bond, you want to touch that one?
Deep cut.
No, I'm not going to touch that one. That's about a kid.
Yeah,
not
a
gonna ruin
Make-A-Wish
it.
kid. You can't make fun of a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah, come on, nerd.
All right, we found Avon's boundaries. If nothing else, I'm happy for that in this episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. Till next time, we love you. Bye.
What boundary can we discover next week? What line can we cross? Farewell.